Little People, Big World spoilers. Zach Roloff proves he can do notable things without Tori. On Little People, Big World, Zach Roloff has often been portrayed alongside his wife, Tori Roloff, as part of a loving and unified couple. From parenting their 3 children to navigating the complex dynamics with his father, Matt Roloff, over Roloff Farms, Zach and Tori have seemingly done it all together. However, recent developments on the show and social media have signaled a new chapter for Zach, one that proves he's capable of making big moves, tackling personal projects, and advocating for causes close to his heart without Tori by his side. And for longtime LPBW fans, it's both surprising and inspiring. Here's how Zach is showing the world he's more than just one half of a dynamic duo. He's a strong, independent man with his own goals, voice, and presence. A shift in focus, Zach steps into the spotlight. Zach Roloff has never been one to chase fame or drama, but he's always been a central figure in the Little People, Big World narrative. Historically, Zach's storyline often intertwined with Tori's, from their sweet courtship to their marriage, raising their children, and sharing their dwarfism journey. But with season 25 and beyond, fans are witnessing a subtle but distinct shift. Zach is taking center stage more often on his own terms. Whether it's through his appearances in episodes without Tori or via independent advocacy and community involvement, Zach is quietly proving he can stand tall all on his own, and fans are starting to take notice. Public service announcements. Zach's advocacy goes solo. One of the most notable moments where Zach took the lead was in his recent public service announcement, PSA, about dwarfism and public restroom accessibility. Zach passionately spoke out about how urinals and other facilities in public restrooms are often placed too high, making it difficult and sometimes humiliating for little people to use them. Zach didn't sugarcoat his message. In a clip that went viral among fans, he bluntly called for better accommodations and urged businesses and public establishments to rethink their approach to inclusivity. This wasn't a moment about parenting or family life. It was about Zach, the man speaking out from personal experience, standing up for others like him, and using his platform for awareness. Tori was nowhere in the frame, and that was the point. Coaching and youth soccer, Zach's passion projects come alive. Another clear example of Zach's independence is his continued involvement in youth soccer coaching. While fans are used to seeing Zach talk about his love for the sport, many don't realize just how hands-on he is when Tori isn't around. From organizing practices to mentoring young players, some of whom also have dwarfism, Zach pours his heart into coaching. It's a space where he shines on his own. He isn't just a dad bringing his kids to soccer. He's a respected leader and role model for kids in the community. Viewers recently got a glimpse of Zach on the field instructing players, managing game strategies, and talking one-on-one with kids who look up to him. This is where he thrives independently. It's his world, his passion, and his project. Navigating farm drama alone. No Tori, no problem. While Roloff Farms has long been a source of tension in the family, especially between Zach and Matt, the behind-the-scenes drama often played out with Tori at Zach's side, offering her opinions. But as the dust settles and the possibility of reconciliation remains uncertain, Zach has started making independent decisions about his future away from the farm. He's made it clear he doesn't need the farm to find purpose. Instead of dwelling on the failed negotiations with Matt, Zach has focused on building his own life in Battleground, Washington, where he's become a community figure and a hands-on dad. Even his social media reflects this independence. There are more posts about personal projects, solo outings with the kids, and his experiences navigating dwarfism, all from his perspective, not filtered through Tori's. Fatherhood on his own terms. One of the most compelling aspects of Zach's growth is how he embraces fatherhood as a personal journey, not just a shared responsibility. Of course, Tori is a huge part of their parenting success, but in recent episodes and clips, Zach has been shown taking the kids on solo adventures, whether it's trips to the park, grocery runs, or father-son bonding time with Jackson. These aren't just casual errands. They're intentional moments that show Zach as an active, present, and deeply involved dad on his own. Fans especially praised an episode where Zach had a heartfelt talk with Jackson about being different. It was emotional, educational, and raw, a teaching moment only a father with lived experience could give. And it was clear, Zach didn't need Tori to complete that moment. He owned it with authenticity and confidence. Podcast appearances and media engagements. Zach has also stepped outside the LPBW cameras to appear on podcasts and interviews without Tori. In these appearances, he's opened up about everything from his experience as a little person in a tall world to challenges in his marriage and even his views on social justice and inclusion. On one such podcast, Zach talked candidly about what it means to be a little person and still assert himself in spaces not designed for him. He reflected on the importance of showing his kids, especially Jackson and Josiah, that they don't have to fit into society's mold. The conversation felt deeper and more personal than usual, and Tori's absence actually made it more intimate. It was just Zach, unfiltered. Tori's supportive absence, not a sign of trouble. It's important to note that Tori's lower presence in some of these recent Zach-led moments is not a sign of marital trouble, quite the opposite. In fact, Tori has been Zach's biggest cheerleader from the sidelines. She's often commented supportively on Zach's solo endeavors, praised him on Instagram, and celebrated his PSA work. The shift is not about separation, it's about empowerment. Tori is stepping back and letting Zach shine in his own right. Fans have applauded this dynamic, with many pointing out that a truly strong relationship allows for both partners to flourish individually. Fans react. We love independent Zach. Longtime LPBW viewers have reacted enthusiastically to this new arc in Zach's life. It's great seeing Zach take control and speak out for people with dwarfism, one fan wrote on Reddit. He's making an impact beyond just reality TV. Zach doesn't need the farm or even the show to be influential. He's becoming a voice for something much bigger, another commented. Others praised Zach for his quiet leadership, humility, and devotion to his family, noting that his solo moments show a depth to his personality that hasn't always been highlighted on the show. What's next for Zach? As Little People, Big World continues into its evolving seasons. Possibly with less focus on the original farm drama, Zach seems poised to carve his own path. Whether or not he and Tori return for future episodes, it's clear Zach isn't fading into the background. He's an advocate, a coach, a father, a husband, a role model, and importantly, he's all these things in his own right. With or without Tori next to him on screen, Zach is proving that he's a man of substance and purpose. And for fans who've watched him grow from a shy teen to a confident adult, this new independent streak is nothing short of remarkable. Final thoughts. Zach Roloff's journey has always been unique, but now it's entering a phase where he's making bold moves on his own. While Tori continues to be a loving partner and mother, Zach is showing the world that he doesn't need to be constantly paired with her to matter. His solo projects, advocacy work, and intentional fatherhood moments are painting the picture of a man who's fully capable of doing notable, meaningful things all by himself. And fans, they're here for it. Little People, Big World spoilers. Zach Roloff recently ventured on his own to do something without his wife, Tori Roloff. What did Zach do that was completely on his own? Zach proves he is capable of doing things without help. Zach and Tori seem to make the perfect match because they often do things together. However, Zach has revealed that they are the complete opposite in some situations. Zach and Tori have been married for years, however. They are not always alike in thoughts or feelings. At times, they can be quite different. Tori is all about their kids and pays very close attention to every detail. Zach, on the other hand, is all about getting the job done and completely lacks the finesse that Tori possesses while taking care of these things. Zach simply sees a problem and figures out a quick and hopefully easy solution that doesn't take up all of his time from other things. Zach then included a few photos of some of the adventures that he and Tori had been on. Zach added some of the adventures they had been on with their children as well. Zach then added, presumably for the fans who know that Tori does a lot of this kind of thing, "I did this without Tori's guidance. Don't judge. I think I nailed the timing though. Zach's video was very cute with adorable shots of the kids and Tori doing all of the fun things they love to do. Just a bit of fun times to show what he has to offer his family. Little People Big World spoilers. Zach Roloff is praised for his recent project. As most fans know, Tori is the one who is always behind making videos and posting them for fans to see. Tori also does all of the other family updates that are posted online as well. Tori also recently roasted Zach on a post for things that he cannot do. Fans find it nice to see Zach in action and taking charge. Several LPBW fans jumped into the comments and praised Zach for what a good job he did putting the video together and posting it. Here are some of the other comments from his post. One Little People Big World fan said, "You did a great job." A second commenter chimed in with, "This is so amazing. Awesome job, Zach." A third person also added, "Sweet. I so miss seeing you guys on TV." It was nice to see Little People Big World fans agreeing that Zach did a good job and praising him since this normally doesn't happen. Good job, Zach. You did a great job on this one.